to create some of this stuff.
How many viewers do you think we've lost in this conversation right now?
Oh, tens of our 100 viewers.
It's only two of you talking right now. The rest of us are tuned out.
Everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our interview with our guest, Star Wars Daddy. He's got a big YouTube channel, talks everything and anything Star Wars. He's gotten into gaming recently. He's doing a lot of unboxing and grading videos. His most popular videos, as he says, are his eBay videos, where he reviews what he sold this past week, who's bought what, and what the current price levels are for all these different collectibles. So we're going to jump back into the conversation now with Michael Albertson, and I hope you enjoy part 2. Thanks for watching.
I had a guy that's trying to start a Star Wars channel reach out to me,
and
he told me that he's reached out to like people that are bigger than me, as far as like YouTube, bigger than us, like Joey over, Padawan Collector. He said, I've reached out to that guy. That guy won't return any of my calls or reach back out to me. And so I see these messages pop up. I'm like, all right, let me.
He's too famous.
Let me help you a little bit. So I took a phone call from the guy, and he was asking kind of these same kind of things, like, where do I start? I'm not getting any views. I'm getting like 10 to 15 views a video. Yeah. I looked at his thumbnails. I'm looking at his titles. I'm just like, so I start trying to break it down like this. You're just doing too much.
John Walden?
No.
Was the title of the podcast just John?
So like, I'm giving him all this advice. I'm telling him about all these different programs and, whatever else. And then for the next 2 weeks, he keeps posting videos sticking with exactly what he's been doing this entire time. I'm like, dude, again, the 15 views is what you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck there because you reached out to me. Why didn't you listen? I'm like, I'm not. Anyways, like, yeah.
Well, it's like a little bit of a lesson for you. I mean, when that happens, you're going to be a little bit more careful with your time. The next time somebody reaches out.
And that's why the guys like Joey and them don't respond, because they know it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
And listen, Joey's channel, his graphics, the look of his channel, his promotional pieces on Instagram where the tiles fit together. I mean, they're beautiful, gorgeous. Like that.
Absolutely.
That I would want to hire somebody like that to do the artwork for my show, because he's got it. He's figured out the formula, and he's got it. But
Jesus, Shane, why don't you just sleep with him?
Well, you guys have told me that he's in. He does film work for a living. He does promotional stuff for a living. So he started from a good place.
Yeah.
He wasn't figuring this out. He does a completely different.
Shane watches all his porn videos.
Brandon knows more than I do.
I would love to create content like that. I don't want to spend the amount of money for those cameras and for the lighting. It's not going to happen ever on this show.
Oh, but that's all part of his deal. Like, that's with his job, I think, and where he was pulling that all from. He was set up from the beginning to do all that. We're over here with 5 mismatched, donkey dongs over here trying to talk into this stuff, and
I already said
cameras are all mismatch.
What's that one, Chris?
I don't even have a stand. There's no stand. I lay it on the desk.
Hey, guess what? I saw that a few days ago. It's not even plugged in.
We bought him a stand. He's got a stand. He refuses to attach it to his pretty desk.
Chris has headphones. Shane has headphones. The rest of us don't.
No, I said it 100 times. We need to all get the same camera and same microphone. And Shane was supposed to look this up 400 years ago. The guy is slower than a turtle walking backwards. It's ridiculous.
My daughter's
2 years.
My daughter's Girl Scout
camera. Look up a microphone and send it to us. Let's buy them already.
Look
at Brandon. I can't even see him.
He's
horrible.
He's using a viewfinder for his camera.
He's hiding in his garage. Of course.
My daughter's Girl Scout troop leader, who we're friends with, has been waiting for 2 months for me to send her a graphic she asked me to work on. 2 months.
God.
My God.
I'm very busy. I'm a very busy guy. It's tough. You got to love doing something to commit the time to it. And when you have, a lot of things that you need to spend time on, it just gets really hard. Listen, I work 2 jobs and I've got kids and I'm working on my house constantly. It's hard to keep up with all of this.
With this hobby and with YouTube in particular, if you want to do a podcast or a show or do reviews, you have to be 100% in. There's no putting your toe in the water. There's no 50%. You have to be 100% in order for it to be successful. And the majority of us, we all have jobs and don't have the time to put into it. But if you have the time and that is what you do, that's your sole purpose. Like, I guess Joey, that's what he does for a living. I mean, it looks great because you spend all that time. But if you're not 100% in, 100% invested, it's not going to look that great. So what I'm saying is that we're probably like 65% on a good day invested in
well, if it wasn't for all 5 of us, this wouldn't be. I don't think any one of us would be doing this.
No,
it's the 5 of us getting together and talking and encouraging each other to stick with the schedule, get on. And frankly, Charles said, about 6 months ago, I think he said, listen, enough with the bickering and battling about who's going to be on. You have to take off one night. You just say, I'm taking off. I can't be on. The other 3 or 4 people are coming on. And that's the way it goes. Like, it used to be like everybody has to be on or we can't record. Well, we stopped that because it's not realistic anymore. No, it's not. So if there's 3 or 4 of us, we record, and it just is what it is. And so if it wasn't for us communicating and keeping this thing going, I don't think any of us would be able to manage a whole channel by ourselves.
Well, we have to deal with this. Michael only deals with himself, so
there's definitely pros to that. Yeah,
he records when he wants, and he does all that stuff when he wants.
Right, but then on the flip side, he's got to edit, promote, he's got to do it all himself. Yeah.
That's like the only downside, right? It's all up to me, but I'm okay with that. I was in a pop punk band from high school to like age 30, and I was dealing with 4 other personalities. And there was a point when I was turning 30, the drummer quit, and I was like, "That's it, I'm done. I'm not going to go get another drummer and get this guy figured out and then deal with his personality too." So I can only imagine what it's like dealing with 5 different personalities, different schedules, different pulls that everybody has with family, wives, work, everything.
We only have 3 personalities. There's John's, there's Shane's, me, Chris, and Brandon are the same personality. So, us 3 are just like neutral, like we're in the middle. I would say Shane is probably, positive, and John is negative. And
me, Chris, and Charles, we're all the Homer Simpson that's backing into the bushes. Not want to get caught in the middle of it every day. That's the 3 of us. We're like, okay,
yeah. Well, sometimes things have to change. If things, not that things aren't working, but if leading back to a YouTube channel, if things are stagnant and you're not growing and things are not moving forward, you have to try different things. And so it takes somebody to step up and make some suggestions. When you have a group of 5 people, those are not going to always be welcome suggestions. I get it. You want to do things how you like to do things, but if you're just getting 150 views on every video and you've been doing it for 4 years, you might have to try some different things. If your titles are looking like they're not the best titles, or if one of us suggested a topic and it turned out to be a dud, you've got to talk about that and you've got to go in different directions. And it's not always comfortable to talk about, but you're not going to just continue on for the sake of continuing on,
No. There's a couple channels that are out there that are Star Wars related where it's kind of a podcast format, and the guys that are running these podcasts, they're just, all they do is talk smack. They hate Disney. They hate Star Wars. They hate whatever's happening, and that gets views, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so like when I was creating my channel, I was like, well, I don't want to do that. I would rather have a character that is what Star Wars was to me. The nostalgic feelings. It was positive. It was the greatest thing. It was the greatest childhood anybody could have ever had. Was all around action figures and Star Wars. And so I bring that out in my videos for sure. And my wife, she even said the other day, she's like, hey, do you think you're ever going to tone it down a little bit in your videos? Because you're like going overboard with like this positivity, and that's not really you. It's kind of corny sometimes. And I was like, geez, calm down. And so, but I'm trying to bring out something that's the opposite of what I saw so much of on YouTube, which was just bashing everything that Star Wars does. And so I've kind of gone full-fledged the other direction, trying to just be positive about everything. I like everything. Disney can't do wrong, even though they can, and they have. But I try to just give a different spin. Now, that has not equated to tons of views. And so, like Shane's saying, you've done this for a few years, let's say, and you're still getting the same amount of views, you're going to have to try something different. So that's why I've tried to add the video games to it. I've tried to add different types of show themes or whatever else. But at some point, I mean, if I want views, I'm going to have to go where the views are, and we'll see what happens. But I don't want to be a show that just bashes on the thing I love. I do love. I mean, look around me. If you saw my room, what you see behind me, like right here, it wraps around a very large room. I'm literally looking to go to the ceiling to find acrylic like strips where I could slide graded figures in that look down at me. Because I have no more space, because I absolutely love this stuff. And so that's really what my show is trying to do and I try to stick to that. And I definitely, if you watch my show, I have a lot of kind of corny energy that I bring around Star Wars, but I'm trying to bring out that nostalgic feeling. That's what I try to keep in a theme, and I try to stay consistent with it. So
we have Brandon on the show. Unfortunately, there's no positivity with Brandon. He just on everything. And then we have Charles. Charles
on everything.
Charles thinks that like there's always like there has to be a good cop, bad cop. So he always feels like he has to play bad cop.
The opposite.
Because if someone's not doing it, he feels like he just has to do it. Meanwhile,
there has to be.
Really,
there has to be.
There he is. Oh, he's got to be the bad cop.
What does Chris do then?
We all can't sit around.
What do you do?
I hate Star Wars, so I'm the guy on it all the time.
Well, there you go.
I can't stand.
He won't even watch Star Wars. He won't even watch the new shows.
I'm not watching this crap.
All three of us are the same. And Shane will talk circles around everybody else, and then John will sit there and belch and fart and scratch his balls.
I went to the movies last night. I went to the movies last night. I saw Tron, and I was so happy seeing Tron. I walk by, I see a poster for Mando and Grogu. I wanted to spit on it. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a show."
It looks so good.
100% not watching that crap at all.
It looks awesome.
No way.
It does.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too.
Yeah, it looks really good.
In like real life, not my character. In real life, I think it's going to be great.
Well, I've said this before. I've said for years, and then I have to. Nobody agrees with me. I'm fighting this battle. It's a losing battle, but I say, just enjoy and appreciate the fact that they're still putting out new Star Wars stuff. Whatever that pace is, it's obviously slowed down a lot. But I said, you're not going to love everything, but would you rather they just stop? Not everything's going to be a home run, but just enjoy that there's new content that is available if you want to watch it, if you want to sit down with your kids and enjoy it.
Here's what I always say. Chris hates it. A lot of people hate it. There's a lot of kids who love it. My son loves the Clone Wars, loves the whole entire Mando series. That's what you want. You want these little kids that like Star Wars because in 30 years, you want to sell him a graded figure. And he's going to be old enough to buy a graded figure from you.
Exactly. It's not made for me. It's made for them.
Right.
So I don't like it at all. I like the old Star Wars. And the reason why Disney slowed down is because they realized that they were putting out so much that they had to stop because it was all in the bed. So they had to slow down. That's why most of it is crap for us.
Well, they went. I think it's easy to say they went too strong with the Disney Plus series, and they left the movie theaters for too long. And I understand, like, that Obi-Wan Kenobi show was supposed to be a movie. I love that it went to a show because I really liked it, and I got 6 hours, or whatever, 4 to 5 hours instead of 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
So,
Star Wars Daddy, what's your take on this? Because you're not going to get a word in. It's so hard to get a word in. You need to fight and claw, and you have to be like used to doing it.
Yeah, so I agree with Shane on most of this. I can remember. Well, I can remember, when I was probably like, I don't know, 10 years old. That would have been 1990. So I was born in 80. I was 10 years old. I can remember George Lucas saying, "That's it. There won't be any other Star Wars movies. He's moving on. It's never going to happen." I can remember being devastated. Like, how could they not make more Star Wars content? And then when they announced the episodes 1, 2, and 3 were going to happen, it was like the greatest thing that ever. I was like blown away.
Yeah.
And I've grown to love the prequels. I love them.
I love them too.
Yeah, they're excellent. And then so I remember the feeling of there will never be Star Wars. It's just be the original trilogy, which was fine. Those are the best movies ever. But I can remember that feeling. So seeing all this stuff coming out, I've enjoyed almost all of it. The Obi-Wan series, I love. And I watched it a second time, and seeing him going from nothing and evolving with the Force every episode to then being able, that Darth Vader scene when they're fighting at the end is incredible. There's like everything that Disney's put out since. There's been scenes in there that have been absolutely just breathtaking, awesome stuff. The Acolyte's garbage. It's garbage. I'm not even going to try to watch that a second time. But I think what's happened here, but what I'm hoping for the Mandalorian movie is I think Disney's realizing they pushed away the majority of their viewer base and they're losing money. And so I can only imagine this movie coming out. They have put all their resources into it and they're going to try to turn the ship. If they don't, then they're idiots. That's what it comes down to. So I have so much faith in this movie because I know there's so much on the line. They've got to bring all their viewers back. They've got to make money. They got to make shareholders happy. And the only way to do that is with finally a movie back in theaters. And it's this one right here. And they've got a lot of good people working on it. So I hope so. And I saw that, again, talking about these people that are all negative on YouTube. I've seen multiple reviews of the trailer, the teaser that really came out, and people just bashing the crap out of it. And I was like, well, look at what happened at the, the Star Wars celebration, the little teaser they had out there. And you add it with this. I mean, it looks good to me.
It looks awesome to me.
Yeah, so like that one clip, the teaser they had in the Star Wars celebration looked amazing. I think that he's in the AT-AT and he's just destroying everybody, and it looks awesome. It kind of looks like the Darth Vader scene from Rogue One. Like he's just going through a hallway destroying people, and that. I mean,
I actually haven't watched it at all. I have no desire to. Like, I literally have not seen the trailer at all.
It looks really, really good.
I just don't care.
It's only like 30 seconds, right? Or a minute?
Season 3, in my opinion, was absolute garbage. Season 1 and 2 were amazing. I love season 1 and 2. Season 3, garbage. I cannot watch that ever again.
Well, I still have not seen The Acolyte. I think I watched the first episode, and I never even thought to go back to it. And then Andor season 2, I still have not watched a single episode. It was because I wanted to go back and watch the first season again. And I was going to watch it with my wife and say, you got to watch this show. It's really good. And to this point, I just haven't just dove right into season 2. But The Acolyte was the only thing. Well, I also watched that show with the kids. I watched like 2 episodes with my son.
And Ahsoka.
And I didn't finish that.
That's a good show.
It was good. It was good. I got to go back to that.
Well, Ahsoka,
Ahsoka was very good. I love how it was tied into Mando.
I didn't even watch it.
Season 2 is already done filming, so that's going to be coming out here soon. And I'm looking forward to that too.
I love the Rebels showing up there. That was a great decision to go live action with the Rebels in Ahsoka. So I mean, it's not for everybody, but I mean, I've told these guys, I think that Obi-Wan series, it's a short series, 6 episodes. I mean, the scenes with Darth Vader are just fantastic. Fantastic. And I understand there's some slow moving parts. There's some ancillary characters that they introduced that, are not super exciting, but really like that series. And I think they're going to knock it out of the park with the Mando movie, because I think they're going to learn from season 3 a bit. Like, the reception was not great, but they're really going to make a mark going back into theaters with this property that is already loved. These are not new characters that you're going to have to talk people to go into the theater for. So it's smart.
It has to be successful.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be.
There's just too much writing on it.
Unless Disney got rid of the 30 women with shaved blue hair, that are sitting in a room writing stories, then it's just going to be the same crap as the rest of them. So I don't know if that's the case, but
they fired all them.
I'm hopeful that it'll be good.
Okay, I'm back on then.
Michael, what do you think about Alien Earth?
I have not watched it.
Okay, I'm only like 4 episodes in.
He never finishes anything, so
I'm sticking with it, but it's slow.
It's good though.
It is very good.
If you ever have like a night where you're like, you know what, I really need to get some sleep, put it on. It is pretty. It's pretty boring.
Do you guys ever?
It is nonstop. How is it boring?
Negative.
You need to be a die-hard Alien fan. Like, I love the Mariners. You love the Mariners. I love the Mariners when they suck, and I love them when they're awesome. They love Aliens when it sucks, and they love it when it's awesome. I'm like a neutral person. I love the Alien movies. I've seen them all. So good.
Charles, it's any new content.
This series is so boring.
I'm only
any new content.
It's so stupid and boring. Like, it's so dumb.
I'm only 4 episodes in, and I could already tell you that this series is better than at least one of the movies.
It's very good.
It's like better than 1 or 2 of the movies I've seen.
All right, let's not get crazy, Shane. No one's out there saying it's better than the Alien movies.
I'm saying, like, I'm not talking about Alien or Aliens, but like Aliens 4.
Garbage.
It's better than that.
That was Winona Ryder was the only good thing there.
Yeah.
75% of these actors are not paid more than $250 for the day.
That's a good thing.
They're really bad.
They're really
bad actors.
Come on, they have Cobb Vanth in there.
They're really bad actors. They really are.
The most recent Alien movie that just came out maybe like a year ago.
Romulus.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. Yeah.
I think this show is so far is better than Romulus.
The problem is that there's so many critics of every show out there that they're so enthralled with that, Star Wars. We're all Star Wars people, so we're so critical on everything that they put out, and we just nitpick the shit out of it. And the same thing with Alien. All I read on these posts are about Alien people. Oh, that show's terrible, and this and that. And I can't believe they did this and all that. And it's just like, because that's all you do is watch Alien, or all you do is watch Star Wars, and that's your whole life. So
right, you had preconceived notions that were not fair.
Yeah, if it's not to your liking, you're gonna shit on it, even if it was pretty good. And they didn't show that part, or they showed that, they fucked that up. I'm not gonna watch it anymore. And then they just it's
like Book of Boba Fett. We all wanted to like it, but then when the Power Rangers came out on moped, we realized, all right, this is probably not a good TV show. Well, we wanted to like it. Like, the thought of it was great. They just didn't execute it properly.
That's why I don't like reading any reviews or anything before a movie or a TV show, because then I have all these things in my head. Like, Chris saw Tron last night. I saw this video of somebody that was reviewing the Tron Hasbro Pulse thing that they're doing for the Tron figures. And not only did the guy over the figures and what Hasbro was doing, he then proceeded to transfer to the movie and said that the movie sucked.
Yeah.
And that the movie was garbage and all this. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy just ruined the movie for me, because now I'm going to walk in and I say it's going to suck.
I had 2 friends tell me it was good, and I didn't even want them to say that. And then Josh Crouch said it was terrible. It's not a good movie. I hate when people do that, because I literally had my tickets ready to go. So I already had that in the back of my head. But I went last night and I watched it, and I'm like, this is good. You have 9 Inch Nails, who does the music. Their music along with the movie itself, and Jared Leto. I'm like, this is good.
Yeah,
movie.
Jared Leto shows.
Is it the best movie? No, it's not the best of the 3, but it's very good. It's worth
to see Jared Leto the whole thing. It's great.
That's what makes you happy?
It's the little things in life, Charles.
Is it just me, or is Chris the only person who buys his movie tickets like 12 days in advance? He's always got his movie tickets in hand every time he's going to a movie theater.
I do.
He buys the tickets like a week in advance.
I like to be scheduled into things. I am not a spontaneous guy whatsoever.
Unless it's Taco Bell, right?
Unless it's Taco Bell.
Right.
I schedule things, so I have to set a date with 3 kids. I know when I'm available to go, and therefore I buy the ticket and I tell my wife, sorry, kid's sick, can't be home. I got to go to movies.
No kidding. I tried to schedule something with Chris, and I was like, hey, how about this time on this day working? And it was 2 weeks away. He's like, no, I'm gonna go watch Romulus during that time. Whatever. Okay.
Well, he bought 3 Romulus tickets before it came out for 3 separate dates and times.
No,
he went and saw it 3 times before it even came out.
I bought an 8:00 movie and a 10:00 movie. I wasn't sure which one I was going to be able to make it. Okay, and you know what? I made it to both. I watched both of them back to back, and I had 2 jugs of popcorn each time.
Oh my god, movie popcorn's the best.
But like Brandon came over the house. He was staying at the house, the last weekend. He saw what my life was like. I had my son's birthday party. I had to take Brandon to my son's birthday party.
Oh, I was holding your kid. I'm walking around the place.
Yeah, he's literally holding Mason. He's holding Mason, walking around, and I'm at my 4-year-old's birthday party, and I'm like, Brandon didn't plan this, so I'm like, we're going. This is it. My son's birthday. We got to go.
Michael, I'm in the city with them last Friday, and they're talking about the next day, which is Saturday, and Chris breaks it to Brandon like we're sitting there eating barbecue food. He's like, "Oh, by the way, you're on West Coast time, by the way, and in the morning at 7:30, we're getting up and we're going to a flag football game for 3-year-olds. Then we have a soccer game at 10 a.m. And then at 11:45, we're leaving to the gymnastics park for a birthday party for 5-year-olds.
Chris,
and Brandon's like, what the hell did I fly to New York for?
What did I tell you? I said it doesn't matter what time. I don't sleep. It don't matter.
Yeah, Brandon doesn't sleep. But, in his defense, I left him at home, and my family was here. I took Grayson to flag football, who had soccer, and then, I got him bagels and coffee in the morning when he woke up. Because my wife insisted on texting me.
Bagels with no cream cheese. I had
bagels with no cream cheese.
I just had bread.
What?
Toasted or just regular?
No, just bread.
No one in my house likes cream cheese, so we don't ever keep cream cheese. We only have butter here.
The first one is bread bar and grill. The second one is sandwich spread.
What the hell is that?
This guy's going for bagels now.
You guys asked my Google a question.
Yeah, so we don't carry cream cheese. So Brandon was left eating and then he doesn't eat butter. Who the hell knew he doesn't have butter?
You don't eat butter? So he got a famous New York bagel on his trip to the East Coast, and you just gave him a dry piece of bread.
Yeah, my wife texted me and said, "Bring home cream cheese from the bagel store," and I read it after I left the bagel store, and I was like, "I'm not going back."
They're like, hey, there's some bagels here for you. I was like, cool. And they're like, we don't have cream cheese. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you get a slice of pizza while you were there?
And they were all plain bagels.
I'm on your side, Brandon. I never put who the hell uses freaking butter on a bagel?
My wife hates cream cheese.
You don't have cream cheese, you do, but
it's never in this house. I put cream cheese on a bagel, or I'll eat it, but she hates it. It's like mayo to her. It skeeves her out. She does not want it in the house. Yeah,
I put mayo on anything that can have mayo. Love it.
Mayo's not even in the house.
Brandon, did you have a slice of pizza while you were in the area?
Well, the birthday party they had catered. Is that the right word for it? I don't know. Pizza from somewhere. I don't know where it was from, but
Chris knows where the good pizza is. Yeah,
but we don't choose that pizza. Whatever is affiliated with that place, they use their own. They use their own pizza place.
5-year-old gymnastics pizza. Oh my, Brandon! What the?
It was all right.
We should have gotten you pizza in the city. We should have skipped the.
You mean
the crappy tacos the nachos we got and got you a slice of pizza.
I don't want tourist pizza.
No, any pizza in Manhattan is good.
Yeah.
There's no tourist pizza. Every pizza's good. It's all New York. It's that dirty water they use.
I'll be back next year. It's fine.
All right. Next year, we're getting you pizza and cream cheese bagels.
There
and
you
we're
go.
going to invite Michael to come out. He's going to join us. Michael, what do you put on your bagel? Let's get back to you.
I don't eat bagels.
All right.
Really?
Fair
Jesus.
enough.
Well, there you go.
My wife does. She gets the flavored stuff.
Yeah.
The flavored cream cheese.
You want to go to the
Green olive
Ohio
cream cheese.
Toy Show in March with us?
In March?
Yeah.
I could possibly do that.
March 28th?
We'll
Does
probably
anybody?
we're probably not going to go, but just you know.
See,
We'll record an episode about how we're all going, and then we won't go.
That's my biggest fear. There was a time I was going to go to the ICCC, and I reached. You guys said you were going to go.
We all
Maybe
went.
a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
and then Chris was like, "I don't think I'm going to be there. I got all this stuff going on." So I was like, "All right, well, I'm out." And then you guys announced that you're going. I'm like, "Son of a like."
Yeah, he
I
goes
would've
to
gone
everyone.
that year. Yeah,
We didn't go this past year just because it was a quick turnaround,
yeah.
like 6 months later. And I think we'll definitely try to go in the spring to
We're not-
Cincinnati, though, because
Yeah,
we
we're
didn't
not
make
going
it
to IC next year because it's on Father's Day weekend.
No, it's on Father's Day weekend.
Can't
Yeah,
say that.
and for me to fly from Portland, it's brutal. They finally have a direct flight to Tennessee now. They didn't used to have a direct flight, and I'd have to leave. Basically, I'd leave in the early morning, and I get there super late at night. Like that's how long the layovers were, and it was the most expensive flight ever. I was like, dude, I don't think I'm ever going to the ICCC. I'd rather spend this money going to Vegas or doing something fun.
Yeah.
And then it's always on a holiday weekend. And so
I don't know why he does it. It didn't
jam-packed.
used to be.
It's brutal.
It used to be in April. It used to be the end of April.
Yeah.
He wants to get the people who really want to go. Like if you're a true fan, you're gonna go no matter what.
I
it
think
seems
he
like he
wants to get the
complains.
locals that are off of work.
It seems like he complains too about like how expensive it is and he's not making any money off of it. You'd think he'd want to make money off of it, or more money, whatever the case is, that he would put it on a time where it's
Well,
easy for people to get there.
He's got to put all these people to sign autographs, and he's got to pay for that up front. So he's got to bring all that in to attract attention and attract more people. But I think he's just not seeing the forest from the trees here. I think everybody here wants to go to a toy show. He wants to put up a Comic-Con, and that is what a lot of us don't really want to go to. So that's another reason. I don't want to go there and look at Pops and get my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to sign my poster. Like, I'm okay with that, but I'd rather go see toys, which is what we are all into. And there's people that love all that other stuff too. So he wants to cater to that. But like all that stuff costs a lot of money to bring in talent, to sign autographs and make appearances and do panels. That costs a lot of money. And that's where all the money goes. He's probably not making anything off the people doing tables because he's got to rent out the building, and that costs a lot of money too. So if he's breaking even at the end of the day, he's, then that's one thing. But these conventions, the only ones that make any money are the ones that have been doing it for a long time, and they're the ones that just do toy shows. That's it.
Well, he's not going to make any money doing just a toy show, though. I mean, how much he's going to charge what he can for the tables, maybe sell some, merch and sell some food or something. I mean, you're not going to make money selling tables. I mean, he's got to get a cut of more expensive stuff like autographs and stuff. But I think this is my summary. I think the members of the IC, the people like us who are on there, who are interacting. I mean, I haven't been on regularly in a while, but the people that are flying and driving across the country to go, I think we're small peanuts. I think he wants to make this a Nashville/Tennessee event where people in the area come, from an hour, 2 hours away. The people around Nashville go, and he does it on a holiday where people are off from work and they can go on the Friday or they can go on the Sunday, whatever. I think us flying in is not what he's concerned about. He's concerned about getting the masses to drive there and park.
Good luck.
Because it's not New York, it's not San Diego, it's Nashville.
Father's Day weekend. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's tough. I mean, for locals, Father's Day weekend's not terrible because you say, "Hey, it's Father's Day weekend. I want to do what I want to do. Let's go to this thing on Saturday
for 2 hours."
And Sunday, right? And Sunday we're going to celebrate Father's Day. But for us, we got to fly and pay for a hotel for 3-4 nights. So it's tough. All right. Well, Michael, last question for you. Where is your collection at now? And what kind of, I mean, I know that you have a lot of focuses. Maybe you don't have anything you could highlight, but where are your focuses lately? Like what's catching your eye? Are you still buying? Are you still grading? What are you doing lately?
Yeah, things have slowed down big time. Like my collection, it's at capacity for the most part. I've got a couple little spots that I'm going to put up some acrylic shelving to get some more stuff up, but I have stuff stacked up here behind me that needs to go up there. So it'll be filled immediately once I get it up there. And so I've got a slow run of like mint on cards that are graded, and I don't care about, I just want a 75 or better for the most part. I don't care if it's Return of the Jedi. It's got yellowed blister. I just want to have it. So it reminds me of what Toys R Us used to look like with all those mint on cards that are out there. And then so what's happened is when I get those, I take a look at my loose graded one and go, okay, I've got 7 of these, Rebel soldiers. Which one is this mint on card? All right, I don't need this guy anymore. I don't even have 2 of the same figure, so I'll sell that one off to help make up for the other one. So I've actually started to kind of like get rid of all the different variants and stuff to kind of just get down to like my favorite ones for each figure. So we've cleared out a lot of stuff, but it's I got a baggy run going too, trying to get graded baggies. I think they're all right here.
Oh my goodness.
These shelves and then I do have some things that like I'm looking for that I know are holes in my collection that I'd like to have. So they're more big ticket items. So I think right now it's really just kind of like more big ticket items that I'm really looking for. And then tons of Christmas ornaments. I pick up tons of Christmas ornaments because my wife says no more. She wants a nice tree upstairs on our main floor, and she doesn't want these little Star Wars ornaments and stuff on them. So now I've got a fake tree that's coming down here. I've been picking up a bunch of them from Brandon because he was selling them. I was like, well, all right, I'm making a Star Wars Christmas tree down here, and I've spent tons of money at Hallmark getting that. There's all kinds of stuff. I got so much stuff going on for Christmas, so that's
they make some crazy stuff. Do you have the Death Star tree topper or whatever that costs like $300?
It's a secret. That's an upcoming video.
Oh,
yeah. So I can't announce that.
Breaking news.
Yeah, good job, Brandon.
Yeah, so I got that and all kinds of other stuff. So I mean,
Chris thinks people actually watch this.
Breaking news.
So really, my collection I think is at a point where it's so vast right now that it's slowed down for sure. But I just sent off. I had a promo code with CAS here. Did a bunch of commercials and all kinds of advertising for them and stuff, and so they gave me a pretty big discount. So I sent like 30 items off to be graded and just went nuts with it. I mean, with the discount, I was like, oh, this is pretty cheap. Yeah. So I sent off a ton of stuff there, but it's really with all the YouTube stuff I'm doing and eBay selling, I've put most of my concentration to that, and it's less about what I'm adding here to my collection. There's just too much. I got too much.
Yeah,
I got a problem. We all have problems.
Hallmark had a booth at the New York City Comic Con, and so I quick stopped to see, all right, what's coming out this year. There was just a couple of Star Wars, like there was a C-3PO, and there was what was the other one, Chris? Was it?
It's that scene in the Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca.
They're all at the table playing.
It's
$100, by the way.
Really? I don't even think I saw that. There was like 2 Star Wars things. It was like a C-3PO and something else that was kind of cool. Like it was like a Darth Maul or Anakin or something.
I think it was like a Darth Maul hanging or something like that. I just remember you going, "Oh, look, it's pretty cool," and I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." And then I was looking around, like, "Oh, look at that loser in that outfit." So yeah.
Hey, you should have came to Portland's Comic-Con. It was my first Comic-Con experience, and it was absolutely Portland. What you see on the news about Portland, imagine that mixed with Comic-Con. It is a nightmare. I was expecting to go in and see like these just hot chicks and these sexy outfits and where else? Oh, it was quite the opposite. I was like, where am I? I got to get the heck out of here.
700-pound person on a Harley Davidson dressed up as Leia Slave Girl. Yeah.
Yes. Or it was a guy. It was a guy dressed up as Slave Leia, and it was obese.
We saw a few of those too.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys dressed as
female characters. It was very disturbing.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the same with Portland, but with purple long hair, and all kinds of body all over their hair, or their hair all over their bodies. It was just brutal. People smell too. Just
Well, that's one thing I'm happy to report that we didn't deal with. I don't remember passing anybody that like I even thought about that or noticed that, because we've been at other places where it's like, oh, these people stink. But New York was they showed up. They showered themselves and they showed up.
Well, New York in general just stinks, so that's why I just forgot about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, boys, let's wrap it up here. But let's agree to invite Michael back to the show. I would love, not that we need to, go through every piece and but I'd love to get a scan of your room and see your sub collections within the collection. The baggy shelves and the mocks, and I want to see what this whole room looks like in a 360. So we'll have to schedule that again.
We'll have you on again with where you show us the goods.
Yeah, sounds good. Guys, I really appreciate it, and this has been a blast. And again, a long time coming. I think we've had so many interactions over the last 4 years. It was time to happen, and I'm glad we ripped the Band-Aid off, and now we can hopefully do more stuff in the future. And just the more we do stuff together, the more successful we can be. And I think that's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, for sure. So please, let's just go ahead and say your channel is Star Wars Daddy. That's the name of the channel, if it wasn't obvious already. But please check out his channel on YouTube. Subscribe. He's got you've heard him describe a lot of different types of videos he has now. So go check it out. See what catches your eye, what you like, and you let him know that we sent you over there.
We apologize for Shane not stating the title of your YouTube channel as the first thing.
I said Star Wars Daddy is with us, from the get-go. But I wanted to make sure that's, there's nothing else that we need to say about that. But Star Wars Daddy on YouTube.
Make sure to promote this video so we get lots of views.
We're going to have John put $12 behind this on Google Ads.
We'll still get the same amount of views no matter what. I don't know.
Yeah, right. We're going to spend $50 to promote this video to make 30 full cents. Probably.
Right. Charles,
130 views. It doesn't matter.
Charles bet $9 on the Mariners tonight to win 17. He has said if the Mariners win, he's going to put all $17 behind this video.
Oh, we have zero. It's going to be zero because it's going to be zero. It didn't work out tonight.
I'm not even watching. They lost. Oh no.
Oh, they're getting throttled.
They're getting thumped.
Well, you know what? Get it out of the way, and then they got 2 more home games to wrap it up. Get this one out of the way, and then the jitters out of the way at home, and look to tomorrow. All right, Michael. So great to have you on the show. Thanks very much for joining us. Please, definitely do come back. If Chris is disgusted with your appearance and doesn't invite you again, know that we will have you on. Without Chris, we don't need him, and we'd love to see the collection. So let's do that.
We can go on yours too next time.
Yes. Well, listen, we got the kinks out with you last week, so we'll. I'm definitely gonna have everybody on, and I think it's good for both shows.
No clothes on. That was the key.
Yeah, exactly.
Shirts off.
Oh, was he doing like the George Costanza pose on the sofa?
Yeah.
Or what did he do? The Burt Reynolds? The tiger. The Burt Reynolds he likes to do. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment below. We will see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, John.
Bye, John.